Hi, I'm Elizabeth Strohmeyer. I am a full-time realtor with KW New Orleans Realty, and I specialize in Airbnb properties in the Mississippi area. And I'm going to talk to you about a property that I just sold in the area of South Shore Park at 10191 Avenue D, Bay St. Louis. This particular location seems to be a very popular location for the Gulf Coast area of Mississippi. It's right off of the Bay St. Louis 603 exit. Um, the neighborhood is considered South Shore Park. The majority of these homes are all raised homes, so as far as any flooding is concerned, the homes are right off the ground and there should be no issue with flooding inside of your property. It's very popular because it has a very comfortable price range, but at the same token, you get to enjoy the lifestyle of living like as if you were on the beach because it's waterfront property at a very affordable price range. This property featured 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. It had a washer and dryer. It also had a very nice sized kitchen, eat-in kitchen with living room. It was fully furnished and came with a freight elevator on the back porch. The back porch overlooked the intracoastal of the Jordan River that ran along the back. It also featured an under porch area under the property with a storage shed and a room with a bathroom downstairs. Lots of room for entertaining. There was outdoor furniture. It was a great neighborhood. It's actually a mix of family and Airbnb rentals that run along that intracoastal canal. Recreational fishing is available right off of your dock. There was a deck. You can actually have your own private boat launch right off the driveway, so you can back your boat in just on your own property. So the sellers decided that they wanted to sell. They decided they wanted to invest in some other areas of Mississippi. So it was a mutual decision to put the house back on the market. It was fortunate that one of the sellers' brother and sister-in-law were very interested in the property. After a long period of time of it being on the market, they decided they would take over the property and use it as an Airbnb as well. I was introduced to the buyers by the sellers, the brother, and it was the sister-in-law. And so they approached me, and they did not have representation, but in Mississippi, it's okay if you're interested in the property. There is a agency agreement, and it's called working with the broker, and that you would consider them a customer. So they were my customers, and I was able to help navigate them also through the process of, beginning of purchase to close. Yes. So the property was listed at $250,000. We sold it at $220,000, which was at 88% of its price range. The seller was very generous and included all the furniture in that price point, and also was able to transfer the flood policy to the current buyers. They entered into an owner finance contract with the seller, who was the brother, and so I guided them through that process and introduced them to an attorney who handles that in Mississippi. And he is the closing attorney, and he was able to navigate and negotiate the entire owner finance process between the buyer and the sellers. It made it a more seamless transaction, and it was able to get us to a closing on time. As a full-time realtor of 22 years in the business, I consider every single one of my clients very important person in my world. Once I introduce myself to them, I become a part of what their goals are and what their dreams are. So I take my time listening to their needs, and I give them a formulation of and a guideline of where we need to start to in the beginning, and then where we will be in at the end. And the end would be that they would get the keys to their dream home, and everyone would be satisfied and happy.